There have been a lot of discussions on the possible results of Thiruvananthapuram and Thrissur Lok Sabha constituencies in Kerala after Lok Sabha polls were held on April 26 in the state. There are a couple of factors that attracts attention of media, political observers and political parties to these two constituencies. These were the two constituencies that faced real three-cornered contests in Kerala. The CPM led Left Democratic Front or LDF, the Congress led UDF, and the BJP led NDA have been equally strong and enthusiastic or active in these two constituencies. The second factor is these are the two constituencies where BJP expects to win in Kerala for the first time. So naturally, they attract media attention and speculations. Now, all the debates and discussions on the possible results of these two constituencies were focused on the caste and religious dynamics in these two constituencies. Now, are caste and religion the only factors that could affect the outcome of these two Lok Sabha constituencies? It's true, caste and religion have a major role to play in deciding the winner. But there are other factors also. Let's look into it. Welcome to Insights. This is Hari Kumar. Now, first of all, let's start from Thiruvananthapuram. Thiruvananthapuram Lok Sabha constituency is one place in Kerala where you find the maximum number of government employees and pensioners. It won't be wrong to guess that the urban constituencies of Thiruvananthapuram Lok Sabha constituency, that is Kazhakottam, Thiruvananthapuram, then Vattiyoorkkavu and part of Neman constituency, are likely to have around 25% voters from government employees and government pensioners. Now, what would have been their attitude in the Lok Sabha polls? If you want to analyze or guess their attitude, we need to consider the economic crisis that hit Kerala in the last few months. Now, for the first time, the salaries of government employees and pension were delayed for several days. That was for the first time in the history of Kerala. The government employees in Kerala at present are an aggrieved lot. They are disillusioned, they are disheartened, they are frustrated. Naturally, all those factors would have affected their voting. Now, if you look into the important government institutions in Thiruvananthapuram, the Kerala Government Secretariat, the Kerala Legislative Assembly, the Kerala Public Service Commission headquarters, two universities, headquarters of two universities, Kerala University as well as Kerala Agricultural Universities are also there. Now the Accountant General's office is there. There are a lot of other public sector institutions. So for example, the KSRTC headquarters. And if you look at the number of people who work in all those institutions and those retired hands, the economic crisis that hit the state would have its first impact on government employees. So naturally, that might have reflected in their voting pattern, and definitely that would have went against the left candidate. Now, who would have benefited the most from it? In the past, every anti-incumbency vote would go to the opposition. The Kerala was polarized between two fronts, the left and the United Democratic Front. But this time, the voters have got choice, and definitely Rajiv Chandrasekhar would have gained a significant number of votes from which never cast in favor of BJP. So this factor would have helped him in urban constituencies. Now, the other factor could be infight in parties in Thiruvananthapuram. In the Congress, there has been infight as well as disillusionment, because the pattern in Kerala was the left and the UDF used to come to power alternatively. But that didn't happen last time. Now the present Pinarayi government is a continuation of the past Pinarayi government. So that has disillusioned many a number of Congress workers. So they were naturally disheartened. That might have prevented some of them from voting. Though there was no open revolt in the Congress district unit, there have been certain apprehensions in the party. So this time, the normally very confident Shashi Tharoor, the suave and civilized, he used to be a very suave and civilized politician, but this time we saw a different face of Mr. Shashi Tharoor. And Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar even filed a defamation case against Shashi Tharoor, alleging that he had made defamatory statements. So normally Shashi Tharoor was not a politician who would indulge in such tactics. But if he did it this time, it means there is lack of confidence in him. Now, in the BJP also, there have been a certain amount of discontent against Rajiv Chandrasekhar. This is because many people were disillusioned with his links with the Asianet channel, of which the majority of stakes of Asianet are owned by Mr. Rajiv. So the normal BJP worker used to raise the question that why Asianet has been consistently criticizing the party state unit as well as the union government and even Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So many were not happy with Rajiv Chandrasekhar on account of his links with Asianet channel. In fact, the Kerala unit of BJP had boycotted political discussions in Asianet channel. All those might have contributed to a certain degree of lack of enthusiasm among some sections of BJP workers. Now, coming to Thrissur, we see that the Congress leader or the Congress candidate from Thrissur, Mr. K. Muralidharan, has been consistently alleging of a trade-off between the left parties and the BJP. Initially, Mr. Muralidharan said, specifically pointing at two constituencies of Natika and Guruvayur, Mr. Muralidharan said there has been vote transfer from the left to BJP. Is not that a reflection of his lack of confidence? Was not he trying to take anticipatory bail because he fears that a humiliating defeat in the polls? One cannot deny such assumptions. Now, Mr. Muralidharan, afterwards, many newspapers reported that in a KPCC meeting, he came down heavily on T.N. Prathapan, who was the sitting MP from the constituency and who was removed from as the UDF candidate from the constituency because the Congress felt less confidence on him and they wanted a more powerful candidate to face Mr. Suresh Gopi, who is the BJP candidate. So it seems that a certain amount of lack of confidence is there in Mr. Muralidharan. Mr. Muralidharan also alleged that the DCC president diverted funds meant for his campaign. Now, all such public statements, they don't add to the confidence of Congress workers. Coming to the left candidate, the crisis or the trouble in Thrissur festival, which resulted in fireworks, which is an inseparable part of the Puram celebrations, normally held at night, being delayed to daytime. So that took away sheen from the festival. There have been many complaints on many other counts also. Naturally, all those complaints would have worked against the left candidate. So for Suresh Gopi, these are advantages. But as a political party, the BJP does not have a proper or a strong network that reaches each and every corner of Thrissur Lok Sabha constituency. So if Suresh Gopi gets defeated, that could be one of the main reasons. But in Thiruvananthapuram, the situation is not like that. In Thiruvananthapuram, actually, the BJP has got very good network. For example, in Thiruvananthapuram Corporation, the BJP is the main opposition. That's not the case in Thrissur. The BJP has got a very few number, less around 5-6 councillors. So, if Mr. Suresh Gopi wins Thrissur, that will be more on his personal clout than his own interventions in public issues could also have contributed to that. And the frequent presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Thrissur for Mr. Suresh Gopi might also have contributed to that. If you cannot count the win of Suresh Gopi in Thrissur as the win of the BJP, because as a political party, BJP doesn't have that clout in Thrissur. If you speak to people, one very surprising fact is that many people out of the BJP ecosystem say, give more chance to Suresh Gopi to win. But not many in party ecosystem or party leaders are confident about a comfortable win for Suresh Gopi. So political parties face such inner contradictions. In Thrissur, in CPI also, there is such a controversy. There are people who believe that the Revenue Minister K. Rajan, who represents Ullur Assembly constituency, might have got a better chance to win from Thrissur had he been nominated as the candidate for Lok Sabha elections from Thrissur. In Thiruvananthapuram, the CPM is also facing the same situation. The party district secretary, Mr. Joy, is the candidate in the neighboring constituency of Attingel. And there have been many reports that die-hard communists, many of them, have gone to Attingel to work for Mr. Joy. And since in Thiruvananthapuram, the candidate is not a CPM candidate, they were not equally enthusiastic. Now, if you look into the current controversy involving Thiruvananthapuram Mayor Arya Rajendran and a KSRTC driver, you find that almost the entire public opinion in Kerala is loaded against the mayor. This is not just because of the hatred or antagonism against the mayor. Perhaps this could be a reflection of the public ire or wrath against state government, which has hiked service charges and many taxes. So these all factors could impact the polls. It's not just the caste or religion. Unfortunately, nowadays political discussions, even learned political observers or politicians, they limit their focus to issues relating to caste and religion. And they are not interested in connecting or linking issues related to the common man with the voting patterns. This is not true. This is a wrong assumption. People, of course, are influenced by caste and religion, but they are also influenced by factors that affect their day-to-day life. People are actually more bothered about their day-to-day life. Caste and religion comes second. That is what one perspective says. Let's wait for the results. Till then, goodbye.